Hey everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So today I thought we would do something a little different, a little cool. As you can see here, I have my Disney Virtual kind of stained glass book, I guess. I actually have both. This is tome 2, and I have a page that I've been working on, and it's been a whip for like ever. And I thought I would use something on them today to go ahead and work on this border. And what I'm going to be using are these. These are the Crayola twistable crayons. And I don't use crayons often, but I thought they would be super helpful for these bigger areas. So we're just gonna play around. I did swatch them. This is the 24 count, if anybody is curious. I was at Target and I got these. They were like $5. So I was thinking like, all right, well, I don't know if they're gonna work in this book, but we're gonna test them out. I pre-swatched them, and I also numbered them because they don't come numbered. So what I did was I just took a permanent marker and wrote a number on it, and that's that. So they're very tiny. They're a little bit bigger than a regular crayon. Are you eating a rubber band? What do you have in your mouth? Open your mouth. Go. Get. Sorry. They're a little bit bigger than a regular crayon. So I'm choosing the blue-green color, and I might add a little bit of green. Maybe, we'll see. So I'm just gonna jump right in because I don't want this video to be too long, and I'm just gonna do a light layer on this one here, and they go down pretty smooth like a regular crayon. I'm just going like I would with a colored pencil, small circles, and it's covering the area pretty quick. It's also very light. I'm not going with a heavy hand or anything like that, so I'm just gonna put some color down on some of these. Now, if I wanted to go in with some green, just some regular, I guess maybe I could do a regular green. It's a little bit darker. And I'm just gonna put a little bit. We're gonna see how well these kind of blend together, and not even necessarily blend, but how well they work next to each other. So this seems to work pretty good next to each other considering it's a crayon. And it's a lot faster than layering the pencil on top. So if this is something that, you just, because I'm like, I just want to finish this page, but I still want it to look nice. So this is like these stained glass kind of window pieces on these pages. They take a lot of time. It may look like, oh, this is a quick page, I can finish this pretty fast. But if you really are trying to like take your time with it, hold on guys. Hey, I said no. If you take your time with it, they do take a while, because I tend to color each little piece by piece, except for this one. The background I did do together as one whole piece, but I do tend to do each little I guess shape by shape, and that's just me. You don't have to do it that way. I don't do the characters that way though. That's one thing I don't do. I try to do the characters kind of realistically, based on their colors. But like the shapes and things around them is when I get kind of creative and start adding, you know, different colors. Like for these, I'm using the blue and the green in the crayon, and they are blending kind of well, so I do like how it's turning out. And I will say it again, considering it is a crayon, these are not colored pencils, these are crayons. I normally use colored pencils, but this is nice, fast, easy. So if I zoom in a bit so you guys can see, so we'll do a couple zoomed in. So even if like if I put the green down first, let's see what it looks like, and then go over it with the blue, kind of the same effect. The green does pop out more a little bit, not noticeably. But this is a cool way to cover big areas. Now, I don't know how many layers, it is not taking a lot of layers, so I wouldn't expect too much. So kind of know what you're gonna do before you put it down, because once it's down, and you can't build too much on top, at least not on this paper. So once it's down, what you have is what you have. So, and that's just with this paper. I'm not sure how it's going to be with other paper, but I think these will work well enough in this book for things like this. If I wanted to do like a two-toned border and I didn't want to have like a solid, you know, I wanted it to have a nice little effect, because the effect that it leaves is pretty nice too. So if I didn't want like a certain effect and I just wanted it to kind of have that, it's almost like a what's the word, like when you take like one of those old school pictures and they have like the little dots all over it, the little white dots, it's kind of like that. It looks really cool actually. But I just wanted to hop on and show you guys that I got something cool from Target. They had a bunch of the stuff that was on sale. The twistable colored pencils was on sale too. I started to pick those up also, but I was like, well, I have enough colored pencils and I wanted to test my patience with these crayons. So that is what we're doing here today. And they're actually kind of fun. I think I can see myself using these in this book, because I do want to pull this book. I think I'm going to use this book or color in this book more for my Patreons, because it is kind of a more detailed book. I'm going to choose a couple of books to kind of have for buddy colors for my Patreons. I am adding more things to my Patreons because there are a couple people who said they wanted to join, and they wanted to know if it's active. It is active. I'm trying to be more active over there. So feel free to join. When you don't see me putting anything there, it's not that I'm not active, it's just I do work full time, so I'm working on things. I'm just a little bit slower with it. But even if you don't see like a lot of videos, any PDFs that I make, coloring pages, color swatch charts, anything like that, Patreon members get it free. You don't have to buy it from my Etsy store. It will be there on Patreon. It should be like a search thing on Patreon. If you search like PDFs, the ones that are there should pop up, the posts that have them. So even if you join right now, any ones that are already there, you will have access to. And you can download them and print them, coloring pages, swatch charts. I know my combo sheet for my greens is up there, and that is the colors that I chose for my color pencil combos for the greens. And when I update that, the PDF does get updated. So when I do an updated PDF, I will repost it and let you know, like, hey, here's the updated version of the greens color combos, and so on and so forth. Color swatch charts are up there. You know, just whatever PDF that I decide to make, design, coloring pages, all of those are available for my paid Patreon members, so you don't have to worry about buying them from Etsy. That's just something that I thought would be nice to have, because I feel like you are supporting me, so I can at least, you know, show my appreciation by letting you guys have access to my PDFs. So versus going, hey, thanks for being a Patreon member, now head over to my Etsy store and buy the PDFs too while you're at it. Like, no. So I you know, and also I'm gonna try and upload. I did upload a couple, well, the second one I think I'm gonna have to re-upload because there was an issue, but there is a video there that I uploaded the other day for you guys. And you know, just little fun stuff here and there that I kind of want to upload on there that I'm working on for you guys. So it is active. If anybody is wondering, you go over there and you're like, oh, it's looking a little bare, but I promise I'm active. I'm active. So I just wanted to do a little quick show off of these crayons. Now I don't know if I want the bottom one to be the same color or not. I might do like a metallic maybe, because I did want to add some metallic to this, but I'm not sure if I gotta look back on some of the other pages to see how well this book took water. So if it doesn't take water well, then I'm gonna have to think of something else. And I'm just kind of going over it to make sure that it's kind of in there. But these are nice. I do like these, and I don't have to worry about like the crayon paper and the crayon squishing all over my hands, because this little plastic thing is nice. I wonder if these are refillable. Probably not, huh? If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. I might be getting my hopes a little high, but I do like this blue-green color. And then I have it mixed with the green, so it's really nice looking. But yeah, I just wanted to show them off and see how well they work in this book, because that's kind of what I got them. I was like, you know, I wonder how well they would work for big spaces and coloring books, you know. Instead of wasting your pencil on a big space, you can just pull out a crayon. I know some people uses like Neocolor ones for the big spaces, or pastels, but pastels are kind of too messy for me. I'm not a fan of like big messes or anything like that, so I try to limit that when I can. So, but there it is. And I didn't even need to twist them up or anything, but there you have it. That's one side. So I think the bottom, this one, I think I'm gonna do like some metallics or something. So another thing that I kind of wanted to test was how well the shading works. So I just want to put some of this down and see if I wanted to like just kind of shade with the, and then maybe I should grab like some green, a little bit of green. It actually works not too bad as far as shading goes. If you just need like a quick shade and you don't want to do too much, it's actually not bad. And then come in with this yellow green. Now, I don't know if Crayola has like a kind of a blender, because when we was younger, we would just take our fingers and like blend the, we were kind of strange as kids. We would take our fingers and kind of like get the crust. We would call it crayon crust. I don't know. I guess the wax is what we were really aiming at. We would just take our fingernail and scrape it. I'm not doing that now. We were strange as kids, but it does work though for shading, for quick shading. It's not like, you know, all professionally done or anything, but I'm sure you can take like a blender maybe, and like, I don't know about this kind of blender. This is a color pencil blender. But it does get the crayon wax off. So that helps better than taking your fingernail and doing it. I mean, if that's your thing, then go for it, but I'm not doing that. Kid Bubbles probably would have done it, but, well, not probably, she would have done it, but Big Bubbles is not. Okay, so there we go. So there's the shading on the sleeve there. So you can use them to shade a bit. It won't be too much shading, but just enough to know that there is some shading there. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys what I had and how they work, test them out. So I want to thank you guys for watching as usual, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, see you later.